Views expressed by Casters Guild members are only the opinions of that member, and that could change from day to day. Guild members may use mature language, but that in no way means they are mature. Listener discretion is advised.
Futurama is back after a long hiatus. It seems like DC still can't get their shit together, and is literally everyone going to be in Deadpool 3? That's the spell we're casting tonight on Casters Guild. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Casters Guild. I'm your Guildmaster, Rick, the Glowing One Perry.
And I'm your Guildmaster, Baron Bottlecap Kane.
And joining us again is a returning guild member. Feel free to introduce yourself.
I am the Sailor Scout that's got most clout, Grizz.
Ooh!
That's wishful thinking, having the most clout. Let's be honest. All of them girls look way better than me in those skirts, you know what I'm saying?
That's just a matter of time.
Yeah,
it's not their fault. They're just drawn that way.
Oh, Jessica rabbiting me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So a lot of trailers, or I say a few trailers, have hit us in the past week.
Yeah. I don't get on the internet, so I don't see these things.
I don't know if you guys are as big of Futurama fans as I am.
Yes, I saw this.
But the new season... The new season hits July 24th.
That's right around the corner, too. Mm-hmm. I just saw this announcement over the past week. Was it around the time you saw it, or did you see it long before?
Yeah, it was just a couple days ago, as of the time of recording. They put out a trailer. It's pretty cool. I was really concerned about
all the original voice cast as well, it looks like.
Yeah, and that's what I was concerned about, because when I originally heard about this potential new season for Hulu, there were a couple of voice actors who were out. They were like, no, we're not coming back, because they weren't getting offered what they thought they should be paid.
Gotcha.
So I don't know what got worked out. I don't know if they got the amount of money they were asking for.
With the name recognition of Futurama, that's fair.
Exactly.
Know what I mean? Especially with everything that's going on with the writers' strike and everything else, you know.
Well, not only that, one of them was John DiMaggio, I believe.
It was.
And metal ass.
And since Futurama has started, he's done a couple other things. I don't know if they're really big, but
just a few.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's become pretty in high demand. In fact, he was just in another Matt Groening property, the Disenchanted.
Oh yeah, I don't see Matt Groening doing anything without him at this point.
No, I'm sure Matt Groening didn't have anything to do with the decision of who's not going to be involved.
Yeah.
Right.
But sure, the producers of that show, there were the distributors, who is what now? It's Disney now, right? Technically,
is it? Disney owns fucking everything.
Yeah, because Disney owns Hulu now, so anything that's on Hulu is Disney.
But it used to be Fox. Did Hulu buy Futurama off of Fox, or?
I don't know. I know that Disney has bought Fox, and I know that Disney has bought Hulu.
Right. Oh, so yeah, either way.
Yeah,
either way.
No, I'm just kidding.
So it doesn't matter who owned it before Disney bought them. Either way,
right?
They own their asses now.
Right. That's fair.
They're like, we'll settle it the Disney way. We'll just buy out both of you.
Oh man, Monopoly.
I wish they'd settled Spider-Man the Disney way.
Yeah, no kidding.
I know if we are going to get a monopoly out of this, you might as well just get Spider-Man 2. Come on.
Yeah.
Not that they aren't doing great things with it, you know what I mean?
Well, I think it's funny
stuff that they've produced, but I mean, it would make it obviously better if it was all cohesive.
Let me point something out though. They're doing great things with Spider-Man property, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with the other Spider-Man properties, such as Morbius, Kraven, and Venom, even though I think they got lucky on that, the one thing that they don't have is direct consultation with Marvel.
Yo.
So Kevin Feige doesn't have his fingers in any of those things.
Right. And imagine if he did.
Oh, we wouldn't be getting a Madam Web movie, that's for damn sure.
Yeah. But imagine.
But imagine. In some multiverse somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe one
Sony
day.
Animation's got it going on, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I still haven't
Well,
seen
actually, since we brought up Sony Animation, I do want to say I've heard some rumors that the third Spider-Verse movie was supposed to come out next year, and there are some Sony insiders who have said that there's no way that there is not enough work done on that movie yet.
It's already been officially moved back. It was supposed to come out in March. Now they're saying like July.
Yeah. And then the voice actress for Gwen also said she hadn't recorded any of her lines yet.
Wow.
So,
from what I heard, they may want to hurry up and get her in that recording booth because Haley Steinfeld is about to be used a lot in Marvel upcoming.
Mm-hmm.
She's already rumored to be in the Marvels. She's rumored to be in Secret Wars. She's rumored to be in an upcoming Young Avengers project, though I have my doubts on the Young Avengers project. I still think that they're going to fall through. I still think that's going to fall through.
right.
But yeah, the Marvel is starting to put her in a lot of stuff.
And good for her.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She definitely killed it when
it
it came to Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
Really true.
Yep. And I was just talking to someone the other day about how I was not excited about the Hawkeye TV show at all.
Mm-hmm.
Then it came out and I loved it. And she's a big fan for it. Also making Hawkeye a more than one-dimensional character also really helped a lot.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Add some depth to your characters and it makes a good show.
What? No.
Yeah. They definitely made up for his Avengers appearance, the first one.
Yeah.
That was bad. He was pissed about that too. I say as if I, chat with old Jeremy every once in a while. I don't. Or do I?
Of course you do. How's he doing?
Don't you know
I don't have a leg to
Jeremy's
stand
a
on.
member. Jeremy's a member. He's been a member for quite a while.
No, I think he's doing better. I haven't kept up to date on his injuries or anything like that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's
dude's
maybe
got his own
walking
show
again?
on Disney Plus now, so
Word.
But-
Yeah.
I mean, what is it though?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I think he just made it up. Okay, so yeah, he's walking again.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So that's good. And they're like Jeremy Renner's miraculous recovery. It's like he's an actor. He has millions of dollars. It's not really miraculous.
Right. It's like,
I mean, I'm
it's
sure-
unfortunate. Like, it sucks. Like,
Oh,
nobody
yeah, I
wants
mean,
to go
I'd-
through that. But it's like, if dude's got the resources to go through it and be chill,
He can
Oh,
afford
yeah, I mean,
the doctors
I'm
and
not-
the drugs and
I'm not ragging on him for that. If I had the money, I would too, and not feel
for
bad
sure.
about it.
Hell yeah.
But don't call it near miraculous when it's like
No, you got a point for sure.
I'm looking at the therapy stuff he's going through. It's like, what is all this stuff?
it's like all those diet trends that are like, why do people in the Mediterranean or Japan live longer than us? Oh, it must be all the olives and the sushi they eat. And it's like, or it could be because they can actually afford to go to a doctor every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's funny you bring that up. I was just watching a show. Oh, I think it was Matt Pat. I think it was a Matt Pat show.
Mhm.
Yeah, because he was talking about how people are like over here are taking shots of olive oil like once a day. And it's like, I mean, it's still any good thing if you take too much is
Nah.
bad.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's like, you got to think, that's not, how could you consolidate any culture or other countries' dietary benefits down to a singular thing that you do once a day? It's like, bitch, you got to fucking like think about the entire diet, like what the whole fucking day. It's like, these motherfuckers don't wake up and eat donuts and then chug, a half gallon of olive oil, like, they tell you to do water and whatnot. And then they're like Humpty Dumpty going along their day and just everything's fine. It's like, you got to think this shit through. You just can't take a shot of olive oil and magically, boom, everything's perf.
Yeah, you can't take your shot of olive oil and then chase it with your 3 Monster Energy drinks that you drink every day anyway, and expect not to have expect not to have heart issues.
I only do 1 a day, but still, I get it. You're coming after me. It's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that healthcare thing, that's a big.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, because I mean, like Greece and Italy. Greece is, there is a healthcare is open to all their citizens. Italy, all legal residents have the right to public healthcare. Now, granted, obviously you're probably not going to get top of the line, Jeremy Renner style therapy, but
imagine.
Oh, living the dream. But I mean, basic, I'm going to go in and get a checkup every year just to make sure everything's okay. Oh, my heart's a little fast. Maybe I should, get that checked out for free. Yeah.
Meanwhile, we actively avoid the doctor because
copay. I ain't going to get a cardiogram. Holy shit.
Like I know I have medical issues that I purposely don't go to the doctor for because it's like I can't afford that shit.
That and we have people over here bitching about socialism, but then as soon as they get sick, they go up on GoFundMe.
Yeah,
it's like, do you not? You don't see the connection here, do you, Karen?
No.
It's like all those TikToks going around where the guy is like, especially being Pride Month, which by the way, as of the time of recording, is still Pride Month. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
But there's this guy who's like going around talking to people who have like MAGA this or like, Trump with middle fingers that or whatever kind of paraphernalia on, and they're waving their flags and everything. And he's like, man, these people with the Pride Month, like they're just making it a whole, like, it's just their personality. Like, and they're like, yeah. And he's like, why do you got to like put all of your sayings on a t-shirt, make your kids wear these t-shirts and wave these flags around? And it's like, they're interviewing these people who have MAGA hats on and are waving around like Trump's America flags, and like their kids are in the shirts and they're like, yeah, like, I don't care that you're gay, just don't put it on your kids and put it in my face. And he's like, yep. And it's like to make a point, and it was beautifully done, and it was quite entertaining to watch.
Yeah. Oh, hypocrisy.
Yep.
I'm a proud hypocrite.
Right. I'm a proud equal opportunity hypocrite.
Is that what Pride Month is about? Proud
hypocrisy? Proud to be a hypocrite. I guess so.
Hypocrisy? Whoa. Now we're getting into the real meat. Who cares about Medicaid and socialism? We're talking about hypocrisy. We're getting the real issues.
All right, this is no longer a geek culture podcast. This is now a political podcast.
I think we could do it. I think we can turn this
pivot. That's the first thing of any politician is to know how to pivot.
We'd probably get more listeners too.
Oh my god!
Oh man,
the majority of them would be hate listeners. Let's be clear.
Right.
Listeners are listeners.
Yep, right, exactly.
Hey, as long as they're driving that engagement.
Look, I'm just saying, death threats are still attention. I'm just saying.
Oh god.
And I am a glutton for attention. Let me tell you.
Are you a pick me?
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me backtrack. That was not an invite for anybody to send me death threats. Just put that out there.
Yeah, please don't. That's bad.
I'm a hypocrite, remember?
Yeah, right? Don't do as Guildmaster Baron does or says. Just disregard. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, too much fun. But yeah, I don't know. Pivoting aside.
Pivot.
All right, let's go ahead and go on to the next trailer.
Oh yeah, what else came out?
There's a Five Nights at Freddy's trailer.
Okay, I saw something about this, but FNAF.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not very much of a horror, and I think I've talked about this before. It's mostly because I'm just about a little bit of a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, scary shit isn't really my vein because I'm not, super stalwart against it. A lot of the times I have anxiety, so this shit.
Here, let me. I'll take over for you. I don't like scary movies because they scare the shit out of me, and I don't like feeling like that. That's my take.
There you go. Yeah,
that's not me. That's not me saying what Grizz was trying.
Adrenaline, I enjoy.
That's me saying it.
Although you know what's weird about that, like scary games, I enjoy like watching Let's Players play them. But I think it's because it removes the first like person interactivity element. So it's not like it's happening to me. I'm watching it happen to somebody else with their commentaries. It's like, I don't know.
Takes the horror out of it and turns it into a comedy, honestly.
Right. Yeah, a little bit. So, but that's like all of the interaction I have with it. So I've never played it, and knowing what I know of the, source material, if you will, I don't feel like that is a flick that I will typically enjoy. So, I mean, I'm stoked about it because I know it's a huge property, a huge like fandom. So like, I'm super happy for that purpose. I'm interested though. What are you guys' thoughts on how they could adapt? Because I mean, I know there is a little bit of lore and story between like
a little bit.
Well, I mean,
Matt has made a career out of it.
Yeah, that's true. I guess my real like question or like my curiosity being that of course I've not looked into it because I'm not drawn to the source material. But like how much of that is stuff that comes from the actual games and how much of that shit is like tinfoil deep dive YouTube hat theory or whatever,
80-20. 80 actual games, 20.
Okay. So a good amount of the lore and stuff that's been built is like actually.
And honestly, the 20 isn't like they just make it up because they think it's cool. The 20 is like they're stretching, they're reaching, but they're
have, like,
it's still substantiated. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the whole point of the lore in FNAF is that it is hidden and you have to dig deep to find it.
Okay.
To be honest, I'm not a huge FNAF fan myself, but like it's one of those fandoms that has become so prevalent you can't ignore it.
That's true.
And I know we have people listening right now who are fans. So
oh yeah, of course.
Got them letting know it's coming.
I will say a lot of the lore too that is that you could find for FNAF. Actually, shit tons of books.
Yeah.
Really?
There's shit a crap ton of books.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Published by like the actual people.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's neat.
Yeah, it's official lore. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, most of the books Scott Cawthon has said is from a different, like they're not canon. Like it's from like a different universe or a different timeline or something like that. Like they're not canon. But then he turns around and puts stuff in the books in the games. So while they're quote unquote not canon, a lot of the stuff that happens in the books is just straight up canon. So
and I think at least one story per book is canon.
Yeah.
I think. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, to hop in the Discord and tell me.
And the books are usually 3 stories long. They usually have like 3 short stories in like a book to make it a full book.
That's tall.
Yeah. We've all seen what happens when you put 3 short things in a trench coat.
True.
You get into an 18-up movie. Or you get to go buy a beer or whatever. Whatever the kids are into these days.
Whatever you kids are into.
I don't know. I know it has nothing to do with FNAF, but I did really enjoy Willy's Wonderland with Nick Cage.
I mean, to be fair, we're talking about Nick Cage after he started his crazy arc, which is highly entertaining. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
I saw your confused look, Lee. It's a quote unquote horror, more action movie where Nick Cage gets hired as a one night security guard / janitor for an animatronics place and concedes, and the animatronics come to life and try to kill him and a bunch of other kids, and he proceeds to beat the crap out of the animatronics.
So essentially someone beat FNAF to the punch at their own game for the movie.
Movie-wise. Movie-wise, FNAF had already been out as a game.
Right. But that's what
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like the only thing it has in common with FNAF is that it's animatronics because
right.
It is Nick Cage beating the crap out of them. Yeah.
Right, and that wouldn't be like, you're not going to have that as the premise for a FNAF movie. Like that security guard like most of the players, I imagine is going to be losing their absolute shit and trying to just live.
Yeah. But for anyone who does
that is
really like FNAF and is looking forward to this movie, after watching the trailer, it does look like they're putting a lot of care into it, a lot of lore into it. I've heard tell that Markiplier is involved somehow, but I didn't see him in the trailer, so I don't know.
That would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
He was Markiplier the primary YouTuber to put FNAF like kind of in its blow up spot?
It could be argued.
Like, so many YouTubers probably were in that time, but like I know he
would say yes. I would agree with you.
Yeah, it could be argued, and he definitely is the self-proclaimed king of Five Nights at Freddy's. So,
what does that make Matt Pat? Lore keeper.
Lore keeper, yeah.
He's that's right, because he was all FNAF there for a while, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. In fact, he got a lot of hate from fans saying, leaving comments like, make a video that isn't FNAF.
Yeah.
Why?
Let's get another video of like how a hook shot would dislocate Link's arm again. Like, come on, where's that? I want it to feel like MythBusters meets video games. Like,
I'll tell you, if I was Matt Pat and someone was like, "Why don't you make something else besides a FNAF video?" It's like, you know what? Show me something that's going to make me as much money as these FNAF videos, and maybe I will.
Yeah, right. Help a brother out. I've been Googling for 3 weeks, bro. I ain't got nothing. Like,
FNAF basically turned Matt Pat into his own MCN. So
yeah,
more power to Matthew.
Are we still doing
Paffney.
trailers? Oh yeah, we're talking about FNAF.
Yep.
I know a lot of people were.
Is it like a full length like Red Band trailer or whatever?
Yeah.
Well, not Red Band.
Official trailer. It's not Red Band because I don't think it's rated. Well,
or Green Band or
whatever.
Yeah. They'd be dumb to make it anything higher than PG-13. Yeah. I hate to say it, but they would be dumb.
It would be a better movie if it were R, but because of the fan base, they're going to make a PG-13.
But let's be honest, we all know how that shit goes. I mean, it just means that kids will be sneaking in or getting, older siblings to take them, or convincing mom and dad as a last resort. I mean,
right?
Wait a minute,
they're still buying people GTA.
Wait a minute.
So,
are they saying it's going to be R?
Oh, never mind. I saw someone was like, "Why is the FNAF movie rated R?" And they're like going into but they're going into it and trying to explain it. But then IMDb is talking about, is the FNAF movie going to be rated R? The Five Nights at Freddy's movie has a safe rating for children.
Yeah.
There you go.
Man, what? Okay, I just saw a post on Reddit, April 18th, 2023. It looks like it's PG-13. I could be wrong though. You can't trust the internet for anything.
Anyone who is wondering though, it will be in theaters and on streaming on Peacock on the same day, October 27th.
Wow.
Peacock DVD.
So you can go see it in theaters or just stream it on your Peacock.
Yeah, it looks like it's PG-13.
Let me see your Peacock.
Yep. But yeah, that's the smart move. If they want to make money, that's the smart move.
Yeah.
But I mean, they can make it scary still.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hell, the games themselves are scary as
down, on the gore, I imagine.
Yeah, so the scariest stuff is when they don't show you what's going on, and then your imagination fills in the blanks. So,
I mean, there is no gore in the game.
That's true. That's true.
At least not the first one. There's no gore in the first one, at least. I can't speak too much on the other ones.
No, I don't think there's any gore in any of them.
Not that I'm aware of either, but I could be. I've only seen
it. All ends at the jump scare. You get the game over at the jump scare.
Oh, true.
And just the creepy feel of the whole thing too. I mean, that's really, if they did anything but rely on the jump scare in that movie, they'd be losing the spirit of the movie, in my opinion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. The next trailer that I have on my list here is the trailer for Dumb Money.
This sounded interesting. I haven't seen the trailer, but I heard the premise.
Yeah. If I've watched a couple documentaries. No, I have watched a documentary about what actually happened with this GameStop stock thing, and where they interviewed people who are actually buying the GameStop stock and trying to fuck over the hedge fund managers, which, hey, go them. And they turned it into a full-on docudrama as well, being produced by Sony. It's got Seth Rogen in it and Pete Davidson in it.
I love both of those motherfuckers.
I'm going to be watching it. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I will too. Yeah, hit me up when you see it, because I'm there, dude.
Yeah, I finally saw the trailer. It looks, like you say, docudrama, but I can't help but feel like it's going to be a comedy, even if they try to make it a drama.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to be laughing through the whole thing.
Yeah, I imagine it'll be like, it'll be very, especially with Pete Davidson, Seth Rogen, and other like comedic.
Yeah, no way they attach themselves without it being a funny script.
Right.
The only reason I use the word docudrama is because that's the only word I know for. It's like a documentary, but they are playing up fictional parts, or this didn't actually happen, but it was something like this.
Gonna be a docudrama-y.
Docudrama-y.
Yep.
I like it.
Patent pending.
But yeah, that should be a good movie.
I guess we could put Weird Al's Weird too.
Still need to see that too.
But honestly, there's almost nothing that actually happened in real life in that movie.
Yeah.
Still seems interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got one on my list.
Go for it.
Hit us with it.
It's gonna be, actually, I think I only have one on my list. The Dragon Prince, season 5. I don't know if anybody has kept up with that.
But I've seen it on. It's a Netflix series, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen it on Netflix, and it's been like recommended to me. I haven't checked it out yet, but
the series itself, I've enjoyed a great deal. It's done by the same people who did Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it would be right up my alley, I'm sure, because I love.
The only complaint that I have is their computer-generated animation that they use. I've never been a fan of that.
The biggest thing that has kept me away. It looks a little wonky to me.
It's giving Code Lyoko. You know what I mean? Like,
yes. But it's good. I enjoyed it. It's funny. It's cute. It's got a good story to it. I think it has a D&D setting now.
Nice. Yeah, Netflix, the animated studios at Netflix have been fucking killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Killing it.
But
Bee and Puppy Cat on there has been great. There's so many other ones.
But this kind of brings me, what you were just saying, brings me to actually another thing that I wanted to talk about. The tendency for these streaming sites to just take shit off of their site, right? It's like it's
way
been
before they should.
Well, or I mean, really at all. I get it. They're they need to save space, whatever. But the whole streaming thing was like, hey, DVDs are obsolete because if you just get the streaming thing, you could just watch it online whenever you want.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, can I though? I don't own this, and they could take it off at any time now if they wanted to.
Yeah, which is what people defending physical
again.
Yeah, which is what people who have been defending physical media since streaming came out have been saying. It's like, you don't own any of these movies just because you're paying monthly. You don't own any of this stuff. They can remove it whenever the hell they want.
Yep. Case in point, a recently canceled show that I have come to enjoy quite a bit, Star Trek Prodigy. They canceled it after one season, which shocked because it had a better first season than Picard did.
Mm-hmm.
It had a better first season than a lot of Trek shows that have been coming out lately. But they canceled it, and they are like immediately removing it from their streaming service.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's like, what's the point? The only thing I can think of is they're canceling it, and they're able to shop their show around to somebody else. And maybe they took it off there because they know that they're about to shop it someplace else. That's the only thing I can think of, but it's like...
With it being Paramount Plus, I doubt it. Because that was one of those ones where they started their own streaming service and took their stuff off of all the other streaming services, so you'd have to come get theirs. So I doubt they would shop it around to another streaming service.
They have been, they've said that they are shopping it elsewhere.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
But Picard is on Amazon.
Yeah. I guess if Bezos has enough bucks to throw at it. Yeah, but I know that's why sites like Paramount Plus started, because they took
wanted
all their stuff.
Shit.
Yeah, they took all their stuff off of other streaming services and started their own streaming service. Maybe they'll get out of the streaming service business altogether and maybe piecemeal their stuff out.
Maybe not, because they just got bought by, or merged with Discovery, I think, which is ironic, if that's right. I think it's Showtime. Oh, nope. Showtime merger.
Showtime. I think Showtime streaming is like an add-on to Amazon. Like it's something you could pay extra for to add to your Prime.
I think
So, hey, maybe they could. I don't know. And I was wrong. Discovery merged with Warner. So, who did the same thing, canceled a bunch of shit, took a bunch of stuff off of their streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
sad.
Didn't release Batgirl. Assholes.
Right?
I'm never gonna get over the fact that they didn't release Batgirl.
I mean, they're doing kind of the same thing to Star Trek Prodigy, because they pretty much have the second season done. And all respect to Batgirl, that's fucked up what they did.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know how long it takes and how much work is put into a animated show.
Right.
Animated anything. It takes so long to get that shit done. And then they're just gonna cancel it like assholes.
I don't understand, and I don't think I ever will, to put all that work into something and then just shelve it. If you're not happy with it, you finished it. You know what I mean? A limited release at the very least, or straight to streaming. People who want to watch it are going to watch it. People who don't aren't. Studios release shit all the time. If you don't like it or whatever, just release it and make what you can off of it.
I'll tell you why. They are participating in one of the favorite pastimes of rich people, not paying taxes.
Yeah.
So they use Batgirl as a tax write-off, and if they just shelve Prodigy, they'll use that as a tax write-off. You know, it's shitty, but hey, we got all these loopholes for rich people to jump through so that they don't have to pay taxes. Then
right,
sucks.
Back to politics.
Yeah, and then with what they're doing with the Flash, just go ahead and release it after shelving Batgirl.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off.
Especially now that they're like, yeah, even though we literally just said it's not gonna fucking matter. Like,
and then it flopped.
Yep.
Of course, then it fucking flopped.
How are you gonna like expect it to do anything after you're like, yeah, you can see it, but like in 7 to 8 months when the next DC flick hits and reset, it's gonna be the reset button, I guess.
So yeah, I will say this: there's a lot of places, a lot of sites online, a lot of people, who review movies and shit like that. A lot of these guys who review geek movies and shit like that are just sucking the Flash's dick. Just they're saying it's the best movie ever, blah 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 blah, and it's like. And then they try to blame the flop on superhero fatigue. And it's like, we don't have superhero fatigue. There's a few factors that go into this movie flopping. One, we don't fucking trust Warner Brothers anymore to put out a good DC movie.
Right.
Two, James Gunn is here saying that he's essentially rebooting the universe. So why does this fucking movie matter?
I personally don't like that argument. I get that people are doing, but it's still... If that was the only problem, if that was the only problem, I'd probably still go see it because it's still a movie. Like, you know, if it happens in a different universe, I don't care. Like what Marvel has done with the MCU, don't get me wrong, love it. It's fantastic. All these movies fit together in a big story, but there's nothing wrong with seeing a movie that doesn't connect to 18 other movies.
We've had this discussion. How I said that they should do Elseworlds.
Yeah.
They should just do a bunch of different DC movies that aren't connected to each other and just enjoy the fucking ride.
Yep.
I agree. They could do that. But, like I said, this is
the reason that it is flopping.
Added to.
Right. Yeah. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I won't see it. I'm just, I believe that to be a primary factor in why it would.
Well,
I won't see it.
I think the primary factor is the piece of shit Star.
Yeah.
Who went on a rampage wherever they were and, kidnapped people and drugged them. And it's like,
bro.
Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah.
Maybe chill.
But let's release that one and shelve Batgirl.
Right. Yeah. And make Ezra seem like, the greatest thing to run across water.
They really should have flipped that. Like, if they wanted to do their tax write-off or whatever, why not shelve The Flash?
It would have been a much bigger write-off, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we could have seen Brendan Fraser as the Firefly.
Oh God, let's go.
I think
that would have been amazing.
I think especially after his success in The Whale,
Yeah.
I think if they shelved The Flash and then they were like, you know what? You guys talked us into it. We're going to go ahead and release Batgirl. You realize how big that fucking thing would explode?
Yeah.
That thing, it was a movie, right? Yeah, it was a movie.
Yeah.
That thing would have made them $1 billion.
Look, let's wait until the next fiscal year when they've already claimed it as a tax write-off for the current fiscal year, and then they can release it. And it still be, they might still release it. I mean, fingers crossed. In which case, if they do, once again, like you just said, it will explode. Everyone will go see that movie.
Especially if they did it under the, you guys talked us into it.
Exactly.
We heard the public outcry. You know what?
Yeah, they do it a la Sonic's like reformed look.
Yeah!
In the trailer, you know what I mean?
That movie, I think, only did as well as it did because of that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was a bad movie. I'm just saying.
No, but like it did have like people showed up because they made the change that they wanted to see.
Yep. It's not like, having a character who was being built up to being someone important and then, part way into the second movie, they're like, you're nobody. You come from nobodies. And then expect us to fucking swallow that shit.
Right.
I mean, that's for example, hypothetical movie.
If they do release that Batgirl movie, there's going to be some awesome merch. I'd love to see a Brendan Fraser Firefly t-shirt. And you know where you can get awesome t-shirts like that?
No.
tvillain.com.
tvillain.com. tvillain.com.
T-Villain is a t-shirt site where you'll find a killer limited edition shirt being sold for $13 only while supplies last. Every Monday, the site features a new design by a new artist. We would tell you what's featured right now, but by the time you hear this, it's already changed.
They choose the most ingenious designs that reflect everything evil and villainy, as well as works pertaining to anything artistic, pulp style, lowbrow, pop culture, TV, movies, music, video games, comics, etc. All things cool and evil, basically. To check them out and help Casters Guild, click our link in the description.
And right now they are in the middle of their 10-year celebration, which means any order that you place using our link at T-Villain will include a bunch of extra goodies along with your shirt.
I like surprises with shirts.
I want to get that barbed wire shirt.
It is pretty cool.
That looks awesome. What?
I gotta see that.
Oh my gosh. Why hex a little while when you can hex a lottle?
Oh.
Stop!
That's so cool.
These guys want my money! Anyway.
Oh my god, no, I do love that barbead wire.
Right?
Oh my god, that's fucking...
Yeah, that should be like a famous shirt.
I like
it. Should trend around the world.
She's so cute.
So I believe I'm out of trailers, but there's plenty of other stuff for us to talk about.
Yeah. Since we're on DC, we might as well keep on going on DC. Apparently, the new Superman or Clark Kent and Lois Lane have been chosen for the DCEU.
Oh.
Yep.
Who'd they cast?
It is a David Cornsweet. You know what? His name is Cornsweet from now on. He is playing Clark Kent, Superman.
Sweet.
And Rachel Brosnahan. Man, you guys, DC. If you're going to choose two white people, give them names like Smith, please.
Look, they probably had to choose these names anyway because their actual names are taken by SAG.
Look, you know what? And no offense to the woman playing Lois Lane, but oh my gosh, she looks like at least 18 other actresses.
Oh come on,
this
David guy looks like this David guy looks like Henry Cavill light.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. It's that chin, man.
Henry Cavill's zero sugar. That's hilarious.
It's like Henry Cavill if you bought him off Wish.
Oh, it's Temu now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's not that Wish got by Temu. That's just the drop shipping site that everybody's using now is Temu.
Oh, gotcha.
Is it? Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, again, they're both very beautiful. They're beautiful people. Beautiful people. They'll both make, the Aryans very happy that, we didn't get a black Superman or a black Lois Lane this time.
Oh, jeez.
But
not my Superman.
No,
that's not my Superman. It's like, bro, Superman was British. Why are you supporting Britain, the former oppressors? Whatever. As long as they're white. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You'll be back.
Oh my God. So again, I mean, we definitely seem to be shitting on these people. I'm not meaning to.
Yeah, I'm sure they're lovely people. I'm sure they're good actors.
It's all in jest.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just ragging on the studio.
Yes. This is just collateral damage. We apologize.
As we are want.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to post a thing in Discord that she reminds me of. And again, not her fault that she looks like all of these women, but yeah. But that said, I am excited to see a James Gunn-led DCEU. Did I say that right? James Gunn-led DCEU. God, there's so many words there.
I definitely think that it can only go up from here.
I'm excited about the Blue Beetle.
The bar is 6 feet under.
Oh, man.
Man. Solomon Grundy's going to have to dig that bitch up.
Oof. Oof duh.
Sheesh.
But on the good side of superhero movies, there's a lot of rumors surrounding Deadpool 3 right now.
I saw like a little tidbit about that, and it looks crazy. I'm so excited for anything Deadpool related because they do absolutely fucking kill it every time. I mean, like, I don't know. Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2, they're both great. I mean, it might eventually start failing to the, saga, syndrome or whatever, and have too many keep being made. But as long as they're making them and they're good, like they've been quite good, I feel like.
I think there's too many different directions to take Deadpool for it to wear itself out.
You have a valid point, especially with the ability to break the fourth wall whenever you damn well please.
Except we did talk about in a previous episode how Ryan Reynolds is not going to be allowed to ad-lib while making the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Because Ryan Reynolds is currently credited as a writer for Deadpool. And part of the WGA strike is that they can't write new material for these movies. So if he ad-libs, he's literally writing new material as a writer on the set. So
Double jeopardy. I don't think that means what you think it means.
So hopefully whatever they wrote the first time is real damn good.
Yeah, hopefully. But if it was good enough for them to pitch and possibly get Hugh Jackman involved when he was so adamant about not reprising a Logan role, that's gotta. I mean, it says something. You know what I mean?
I don't think Lee realized his own their own pun.
Wait.
Adamant.
Oh. No, I didn't. I didn't even. Oh my god. No, I mean, I it was planned. I just realized it. Totally planned. I just forgot that I intentionally worded it that exact way.
I guess Ryan could give up his writer's credit, and then he'd be allowed to ad-lib.
I think he should. 100% just give it up. Yeah. I mean, I know that's kind of subverting the whole...
That's kind of against the whole point of the strike, is to get the writers the credit they deserve.
But I don't think ad-libbing, improving, I don't think improv should be a writing credit either.
Yeah.
It's called improv acting, not improv writing.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. So all that said, I don't think he should get a writing credit. Now, if he helped write, then he helped write.
Oh, wait, which he did. But
if he is right, but if he's getting a writing credit from improv, no, that's dumb.
I think it's a technicality that like he did help write a lot of the script, and that if he continues to write and add to the script on set, then that's kind of like a weird.
Gotcha.
Exactly, it's a gotcha. Mm-hmm. It's a weird little gotcha thing. So I don't know. I don't think the writers. I don't think the WGA. I don't think when they wrote that kind of thing. I don't think that's what they were intending. But anything to screw over the studios, I guess.
Yeah. No. I mean, definitely. I'm here for it. Disney is the one that's putting out Deadpool, and Disney is one of the biggest perpetrators of this. Again, as we saw in Secret Invasion with that AI opening. Mm-hmm. But that said, I was noticing and watching a few different, like, for instance, the new Rockstars. I watched their video on the possibilities that could come with Deadpool. Mm-hmm. And like one of them, and I actually saw this on Instagram, one of them was Halle Berry. Mm-hmm. And she has her hair dyed white.
Does she?
Mm-hmm. She does.
That coy little kitten.
Looking fit as a fiddle, too.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I bet.
Wait. Coy little kitten. She was Catwoman.
Yeah, see, no, that one I did. That one on purpose. I mean, I did remember that I did on purpose.
Sir Patrick Stewart also said in an interview that he's been told to stand by, but that's all he was told. He doesn't know.
But wouldn't he be anything else? By?
Oh,
I guess it depends. I think they had him walking in Days of Future Past a little bit, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, and he was also walking in WandaVision in the Doctor Strange movie, but mental version of him.
Yeah,
the Cerebro fused version.
I do believe this is again off of New Rockstars. I have not looked for confirmation yet, but I mean, out of all the things I watch, I trust them. The people who have signed, Marina Baccarin, if that's how you pronounce her name. So,
love her.
Dupinder, the guy who plays Dupinder, which awesome. A lot of I think they were rumoring that he wasn't going to be in this one. So I'm glad they got him.
Yeah,
and Peter
from the X Factor, no shot.
Peter W.
Oh shit!
Did they sign Domino?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It would be. They should. She was cool. I love Domino as a character, and I thought that actress was.
Yes, both. I loved the character in the comics. I love the power set, and I think that the actress pulled it off great. June 14th, 2023, Domino actress has revealed she won't be back in Deadpool 3.
Aww.
Sad.
That is sad.
Damn, I'm not going to watch it now.
But let's I also watched that new Rockstar video after you sent it to me. And I gotta say, if the theory they're presenting is right, I am 100% on board.
Oh yeah. If anybody hasn't watched their video, please go and watch. We won't talk about it too much, but the headline says it all. It's Deadpool kills the Fox universe, I believe is what it is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's their general idea of what the Deadpool 3 is going to be.
Or accomplish, I guess. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. That's exciting.
Oh!
So just erase all the X-Men mistakes and allow...
Well, not only that, but literally go through and have you ever seen Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe or whatever, the comic books?
Yeah.
It's going to be literally that. He's going through and killing all the characters from the Fox universe, including well, like Baron said, we won't go too much into detail about it. Go watch the video.
That sounds sick. I'll check it out.
I will also, I forgot, Negasonic Teenage Warhead is going to be in this one, as will the voice of Colossus. Blind Owl is going to be in this one.
No.
Was Blind Owl? Yeah, Blind Owl's in the second one. Yukio is going to be in it as well.
Yes!
Yeah.
Hi, Yukio. That's me. Every fucking time. She is so goddamn adorable. Yukio is my favorite. Hi, Yukio. Hi, Wade.
Now, there are rumors to potential TVA involvement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Now, I know some people are guessing Owen Wilson's going to be in it. I don't think he is. I think that there's going to be another TVA agent, someone they're going to make a TVA agent.
Sure.
However, you know who's a strong contender to be in it? Miss Minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only because of the Twitter
Right.
exchange that they had. I'm sticking with that. I think a
Ryan's
lot of
been-
people are sticking with that.
Ryan's been flirting with Miss Minutes on Twitter.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
But yeah, so it's a pretty packed cast. Which is really leaning more and more towards Deadpool's killing some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of. And that's pretty exciting.
Oh, Ben Affleck has been rumored to be on the set.
no
of
shot.
Deadpool.
What is as Daredevil?
Yeah.
He was a Fox.
rumor.
He was a Fox when he was
Yeah.
when he was Daredevil. It was a Fox property.
That's right. It
Look,
was.
as far as rumors go, they're talking Ben Affleck. They're talking Chris Evans
Oh yeah.
as
Because,
Johnny Storm, not as
because-
Captain America.
right,
because Fox
right.
owned Fantastic Four at the time.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors, but unsubstantiated.
That would be so fucking.
And Chris Evans showed up in another Ryan Reynolds movie.
Yep.
So I mean, I could see him coming in through this.
I feel like no, I'm not even gonna say that because they said that in the video, and let's go watch the video.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to, push the new rock stars and be like, let's talk about their whole video. But yeah, they
finish listening to this, like, comment, and subscribe, and then go.
right. Yeah, Eric Voss actually he has a lot of good insights into this. So
Nice.
oh what? No. Oh no, this can't be true.
What?
Oh.
Hit us.
Okay. The one thing I was looking forward to coming out of the Flash movie
Mhm.
was a possible Supergirl movie. And apparently they canceled those plans.
Well, yeah, they canceled everything because they're resetting it all with James Gunn.
So it's just not going to happen in this no longer matters timeline, but he maybe. There's hope.
There might be a Supergirl movie just further down the line in this new
Hope-
DCEU.
I hope she is Supergirl, though.
Right.
Has nothing to do with my crush on her. But she should be Supergirl.
Nice.
But no, because I think that a blonde Supergirl didn't make sense to me anyway. So them having her as Supergirl makes a lot more sense. Visually speaking, from what I saw, she played a good role. She fit the role very well. Would have loved to have seen it, but looks like no.
Wah, wah, wah.
Or at least no for now.
No for now, yes. Oh, well, what? Hold on. Oh, it may not be her playing her. It's saying the good news is that Supergirl does have a place in this new DCU with a Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow movie amongst the announcements in Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. I hope it's her. I hope they give it to her.
We should
Right.
see.
But yeah,
I didn't have any trailers or anything that I've seen lately that I've been looking forward to, but I did just see an announcement for any other people who like manga, anime, or otherwise known as weebs out there. If you follow the Spy Family series, the author of that, Tatsuya Endo, just announced he's got a new series he's working on called Blade of the Moon Princess. The first one will drop in September of this year.
which means it's probably going to get an anime.
Yup, because it's gonna be right around. Yeah, it's gonna be right around that time. But Spy Family should be coming back with their third season then. So this will probably be either a spring or summer anime of the following year, if I had to guess.
I really, really liked Spy Family. It looked
Tatsuya's fastly becoming one of my favorite manga of recent.
the show.
Akasaka, who did Kaguya Love is War, is another.
Oh
big one.
yeah.
He's
But
got
I think I
another-
like the Spy Family because it looks like a new anime but it feels like an old anime.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've read that series a million times, and I've watched the anime a fuck ton as well, and I completely agree with you.
Like, and from what I understand, the anime adaptation is like frame for frame from the manga.
Outside of like, so there's this scene at if you've read or watched if you've watched the anime in this particular case, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Well, the event happens in both, but the way that it's portrayed, it's when Anya gets into Eden College. So as a reward, she wants to have like, she wants to go to a castle and have this, like spy or Lloydman type spy situation. And so her father, Lloyd, sets it all up. And in the anime, it's a really, really done up scenario. They like rent out this like island castle for it and everything else. And like all these other agents come like from all over the country and stuff. And it's just done on a much bigger scale than it was in the manga. Like pretty much it still happens, but it just happens on a smaller scale. I guess artistically they kind of, went wild with it for the anime, which was really cool, but they accomplished the same thing. But outside of that, and even it was very similar, yes, it is more or less a shot for shot like type of deal. Or at least up to this point, it has been, because we are now at the stage where, I think we're up to issue 9 as far as what's available in America for the current volumes. And in the current anime season, it's ended I think around where issues or volume 6 or 7 is. Like, that's how it aligns, kind of where it's at.
Right.
But yeah, no, I thought that was really cool, and it looks like it's going to be a little something different. The synopsis for this, if you're familiar with Spy Family, this is a little bit different. It has to do with a defiant and vulgar Princess Kaguya Takenouchi, who's...
what was that second V word?
Vulgar.
I'm in.
Okay. Now, it is by Viz Media, Shonen Jump, and Rated T, so it...
Right.
But no, I'm with you. I'm down for vulgar. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, something about she's from kind of like a moon kingdom, and she, she's rejected from her clan and ejected from the moon, stranded on a primitive, tainted world, has to find her way back in her throne. So I don't know, it seems pretty cool.
What side is that on?
That is, I'm actually just reading from the cover, and I think I've got it pulled up on Amazon.
Cool.
We all know in Japan, vulgar could just mean that she doesn't use the proper format of words when talking, the formality when talking to the right people.
I mean, I guess that also...
Especially if she's royal.
I guess that is a definition of vulgar.
Yeah.
But we all know how I feel about, and I say this respectfully, but moon bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, magical girls in the moon. We all know Leah's in on that shit.
Yeah. And then written by your current favorite mangaka.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped. It looks super cool.
Leah's in the Shut Up and Take My Money club.
Exactly. I am. But yeah, so that's really all I had. I didn't have any like super big trailers. The only trailers that I've seen that like blew me up was all that Nintendo news that came out.
But yeah, you brought up anime. We don't get to talk about anime too much on the cast, because I don't think Rick or I don't think either of us really have a lot of time to watch anime with all the other stuff that we watch and play.
I watch My Hero, and that's about it.
Lately, for me, I watch a lot of anime and stuff and read manga. And that's what ends up taking my time, as opposed to getting caught up on Hawkeye and
right
forever and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's the trade-off, you know what I mean?
That's why we're a guild. A guild. We need to rely on our guild members and guild officers to come in and fill in the blanks.
An anime segment anytime you want.
Oh yeah.
I recently watched Little Witch Academia. That's really fucking good.
I've been wanting to see that.
It's so good. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend.
Yeah, I have to put it on my Plex list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 2 seasons. I just wrapped it up yesterday, and I started Hunter x Hunter because I haven't read or watched it, and it's by
a classic.
I know, and it's by the life partner of my other favorite author of a series of Sailor Moon with Naoko Takeuchi, is the wife of author of Hunter x Hunter. I can't recall his name off the top of my head, but And I know you've told me you loved it, and that it's a classic and stuff. So yeah, I was like, man, it's been on my list forever. I need to just watch this. I think I got into I wanted to try and catch a lot of the smaller 1 to 2 season series so I could run through a couple shows. But now that I've done a good bit of that, I'm like, okay, I can invest in some longer ones now.
Yeah.
And I've caught up enough ahead of the next anime season that now I can go back and, fill the time with the longer series. Although I will say I'm still not starting One Piece.
No, I can't. I can't bring myself to do that.
Far too much.
I will say, I talked about this last episode. Nobody warned me not to. So I went ahead and watched the live action adaptation of Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh, okay. I loved Rurouni Kenshin with what I saw of it back in the 90s. I haven't seen a whole lot of anything recently.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah?
I didn't hate it. I thought the characterization of Kenshin was done pretty well.
Nice.
They kind of pack a lot of the big stories that happen over the course of Rurouni Kenshin, they pack them all in to the movie. But they don't do it poorly. Okay. It's not going to be one of my new favorite movies or anything, but
as far as
the anime,
live action adaptations on Netflix for anime,
yeah. But I can also say, when it comes to live action adaptations, this one was obviously done in Japan, in Japanese actors. This wasn't like Death Note or Cowboy Bebop, where it was done in America in English. No, this was done in Japan, in Japanese. So I think that's kind of the separator for me in these live action adaptations. Was it done in Japan, in Japanese? It's probably decent on Netflix. Was it done?
What about Death Note? Was that an American one?
Oh my god, yes. And Death Note was so fucking bad.
Okay, yeah, I thought there was a Japanese one too. Though. I was like, nope,
was it?
I'm not going to ruin it.
No. There was 2, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't seen anything about the Japanese one.
It's probably better.
But White Death Note is fucking terrible.
Yes.
White Death Note.
2006.
Death Note Blanco.
2006, there was a Death Note film, and it looked like it was, there were Japanese actors. It was distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures, but it looks like it was done in Japan.
Okay.
Did it hit Netflix? That's the question.
That is a good question. I don't know. Maybe. Oh,
I'm
shit.
pulling up my Netflix account as we speak.
The film premiered in Japan on June 17th, 2006, and topped the Japanese box office for 2 weeks, pushing the Da Vinci Code into second base.
Probably why Netflix even tried, because they were like, well, if they can do that well.
Right.
No, it is not on Netflix. The only Death Notes on Netflix are the anime and the Netflix movie. Ugh.
It won some awards.
The Japanese one did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just to clarify.
Yeah. Just to put that out there.
Just in case anybody was wondering, it wasn't the American one.
But that being said, I am going to spend some more time on Netflix because I think the next anime I'm going to watch is going to be Edge Runners.
That's been on my list forever as well, and I'm meaning to watch it. I hear it's amazing. Cyberpunk Edge Runners, fucking cyberpunk anime. It looks crazy good.
Still haven't seen it.
No.
Nah, it's good. It's
are you excited about the new DLC and updates coming to Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
I will have to see if my current computer can run it because I don't have a console anymore. So, depending, not that my computer's a piece of shit. It's
it is changing the system requirements.
Card. I did see
that.
Is it?
Yeah, it's upping the system requirements.
And that should still be fine as far as minimum specs. I don't expect to run it on Ultra, but I just know that when it originally launched, and I'm sure it's had a lot of changes to the PC version since, but when it originally launched and for a while after, I heard that the performance draw on the game was way above what it should be, and so your computer had to be way beefier to just chunk through a lot of it, which is understandable. The amount of assets in that game is fucking insane.
Yeah. And they are adding a ton with this update and DLC. And it's not even clear what's part of the update and what's part of the DLC. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they're adding a ton of stuff.
But I am excited. So to answer your question, yes. And assuming I'll try and see if I can get like a benchmark or something for once it releases. But if it does, I'll probably end up buying a copy, including the DLC for PC once it drops. Yeah, because it was awesome. I love play. I did play through it. I think 3 times when I had it. Yes,
you had to for each life path.
Exactly. You had to.
I'll probably just stick with the PS5 just so I know it runs.
Yeah, can't blame you there.
Runs great on PC.
Yeah, I'm sure.
When you go out and specifically get the PC to be able to run Cyberpunk when it comes out,
right,
and then don't overclock the game with all kinds of downloads and mods and trying to break the game. Yeah, no, it works great.
Yeah, so you're saying don't spawn in 50 Randy Savage Elder Scrolls dragons?
Correct.
Damn, that was.
And if you do, at least don't bitch about the game being a horrible game because it wouldn't let you do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Word. Save my bombs for Hello Kitty Island Adventure 3.
Hey, if that game could use something, it's a bunch of Randy Savage Elder Scrolls dragons.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Randy Savage Elder Scrolls dragons.
Yes, I too am excited for Starfield.
Well, have you heard the Starfield news that has a bunch of PC players upset?
Wait, hold on. Is that where you were going for real?
Yes. Yes, it is.
This psychic Guildmaster Baron moment has been brought to you by...
So, Starfield made an exclusive partnership with AMD.
Okay.
To build their game so it works best with they're working on AMD engineers to make their code base work best with their AMD's FSR2 upscaling.
I knew this was going to happen. It was only a matter of time. See, okay, so I've been I'm not going to say I'm the Nostradamus of the gaming industry or anything. I worked at GameStop as a manager for 10 years. I'm not claiming a title, but I will say that I saw this shit coming as soon as Microsoft especially tried to start inching in on okay, well, we know the Sony bridge is probably going to be fucked forever, so let's see how much Nintendo we can. And they started getting their fingers in with Minecraft and everything else. I was like, this shit is going to lead to now becoming more than just a console problem. It's going to affect the PC market in that, especially Nvidia and AMD, and now you got Intel in the major graphics market. Well, you could arguably say the major graphics market. They have a current model major graphics card. We can say that much. And so, and especially AMD has been taking shots at Nvidia so hard over their newest graphics card lines, their space requirements, and their performance levels. Especially when Nvidia kind of started this pissing contest with FreeSync and shit like that. Or no, sorry. Is that the Nvidia VSync? Yeah, VSync is Nvidia, FreeSync is AMD. I believe that's right. But anyway, when they started that pissing contest, I was like, this is what it's leading to. It's going to come to a head eventually. And here we are.
So I'm getting all my information from a Kotaku article. I'm about to throw a lot of acronyms. So those of you who aren't PC gamers, please bear with me. But basically, they made a deal with AMD to make their game look incredible on their FSR2 upscaling and image processing. For those who don't know what that means, basically, a lot of these processors have this secondary process that basically can take a game, and if you're running it at a lower processing rate, they have this thing that can upscale it and make it look better. That way, you're not using as much processing power, but the game still looks awesome. With AMD, that's called FSR2. Now, a lot of other gamers are using, other companies' processes like DLSS, XESS, and it's not confirmed that Starfield will not be compatible with those, but it is being built for FSR2 and could easily lead to them just it not being compatible at all with the other popular ones. So
you would actually potentially have to have an AMD Radeon graphics card.
Or or use your full processing power instead of using DLSS or XESS. Like if you have
Okay.
an NVIDIA like or something like that, you'd have to use the full processing power instead of using that secondary process to upscale it.
Which obviously is going to put a little bit more strain on the card itself.
A lot of bit more strain.
Right. Yeah, but you're obviously also going to see a transference to that as far as what you're getting at the end product for in-game experience, how it looks, how it feels.
Right.
Crazy. I hadn't heard that. I'm very surprised that. Well, I would like to say I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I mean, Bethesda's got enough money that they don't have to like go in on like a graphics pissing war like this or whatever. But I mean, I guess AMD's gonna make it worth enough their while that they don't give a fuck. I don't know.
It also might not be Bethesda making the decisions, like you said. Once Microsoft made that purchase.
That's true.
Yep.
Bethesda might not have no say in it whatsoever.
I was gonna compare them to EA, but I think that they might be worse at this point.
Yeah.
Although I'll still never forgive EA for what they did to Dragon Age and Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Completely unrelated, and I know we've been pretty silent about this whole situation, and I think rightly so. But at least according to Twitter, all of Twitter is talking about it. Jonathan Majors. He has been acquitted due to video evidence of him being assaulted.
Okay.
Really?
So apparently they have video evidence of him being assaulted by the person who accused him of assaulting her.
Okay.
And he's been acquitted. I'm pretty sure that the evidence they're talking about is of the night in question.
Okay, well that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, if they just got random video from somewhere else, like on a completely different day of him being hit by her, it's like, that's not proving anything, but okay.
Yeah, that just means they both did it, not necessarily that. Yeah, but if it's like
Right.
of the night in question, yeah, I mean that's pretty unarguable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now, obviously, I don't know for sure, but that's the only thing that would have acquitted him.
Right.
But I mean, that said, I mean, I didn't want to say anything about the whole thing because obviously it had to go through a court.
Right. And we're
Not a
not
clue.
we're not the people who know what's
Nope.
going on.
No. Did I hope that Jonathan Majors didn't do it? Yes.
Right.
Did I hope that if he did do it, he'd be punished? Yes. But man, I'm glad that he got acquitted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of his since Lovecraft Country.
Oh, nice.
And he may have done some other stuff before that. I'm not sure, but man, Lovecraft Country hit hard, and he was great. And I think he's been great in this.
With the
So
amount
it'll
of
have been
creators and people in Hollywood who have become like assholes to the point where I cannot no longer support things that they do. Like there
Yep.
are just certain people that like I just pray every day. I'm just like, please don't be an asshole. Please don't be a secret asshole. Like, I
Yep.
like
Can't
your stuff
afford
too
to
much.
lose any more of my heroes.
Yeah.
If they're not dying, they're becoming pieces of shit publicly. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
There's actually been something else we haven't talked about for the past couple of weeks that I didn't know if I was going to bring it up or not. So I'll just say this. Man, them Logitech game controllers.
man, them Logitech game controllers.
Man, them Logitech game controllers.
I didn't do fucking shit.
Man, that guy is being memed the fucking back, isn't he?
He is, man. But it just fits so good, though. I did my part. I didn't do fucking shit. Oh, me on every.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Not that guy.
I will tell you what. In that case, I feel bad for one person on that.
Yeah.
One person.
Yeah, me too. The one who got
And-
convinced to do it because of the day it was.
Yeah, man.
Yep. I can't even
Ah,
imagine that soul crushing. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
yeah. Especially
Oh.
if I was one of the people that tried to talk him into it, and
Oof.
I wasn't on that sub.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Talk about some
Ugh.
survivor's guilt right there.
yeah. But I mean, justifiably earned, though. Justifiably earned.
Yeah.
If you're out there listening and you talked him into getting on that sub, shame on you. Live with that guilt for the rest of your life.
Michael.
But yeah,
get some help.
For anyone who doesn't know what
Yeah.
we're talking about, like, just get on Twitter. It's there.
Yeah.
I promise you, you
Yep.
cannot avoid it.
Google
Yep.
man's hubris versus the Atlantic Ocean 2023.
and again, let's talk about hypocrisy. The entire internet going crazy over these people while there are people daily dying in the Mediterranean,
The refugee ships?
fleeing there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want to care about some boats, why don't you care about them?
Knuck and futz, man.
Jeez. Yeah.
I
Crazy.
would have had a lot better luck trying to hook that Logitech controller up to a fucking sex robot.
See,
You know what's funny though too is that 2 days later, unironically and I swear to God, completely genuinely, a Jacksepticeye video came across my YouTube feed that said Jacksepticeye explores the Titanic crash in VR, and I was like, oh, like Minecraft oof noise.
Yeah, actually, I don't know why
Probably
they
the
just don't do that
algorithm
shit.
regurgitating it. That's my thought. I was like, yeah, I wonder if they had thought about that. Like,
You get an unmanned sub. you can even be on the boat above it. Get an unmanned sub, put on the VR, and you control the sub.
mhm.
I
There's a million other ways.
a million other ways, and not only that, the Titanic is essentially a graveyard. Why are we? I don't
Right?
know.
Because
I mean,
James Cameron. Because
fuck
James Cameron.
Cameron.
He was
Fuck James
he
Cameron.
went down to find the heart of the ocean, okay?
He went down to find the remains of that door to prove that Jack could have fit.
All this time we stand for Jack.
Ugh.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah, now we're getting
we aren't the rest of the internet. We're not going to meme this to fucking death.
But we had to at
Are
least
we?
get it out of our systems.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we are, I mean, you to what degree is, you know, debatable, but we are personalities of the internet space, I suppose.
Right.
Producing a product and placing it there or whatever. You know, more you guys than me, but
You
to a
can't-
point.
We can't just ignore it.
Exactly. It's like you said, literally everything on Twitter is this shit right now.
Right.
It's either that or boobas. You know what I mean? Like one of the two.
Also, on to better news, I guess. This date came up real fast. The Dungeons and Drag Queens
Mm-hmm.
premieres tonight on Dropout.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to be up all night, so I know what I'm doing.
I've got crazy deadlines I'm trying to hit at the office this week. Is it going to be vaudable or is it live?
Oh yeah, it's still going to be on Dropout.
Okay, perf. I will catch it.
It's the new season of Dimension 20 or something like that. Like it's
And Adventuring Academy is coming back too.
Yes.
If anybody is keeping up on Dimension 20 stuff.
I still need to finish the Vegetania thing.
Oh yeah. Wait, which one? The first one or the second one?
Second.
Gotcha. Yeah, I gotta finish that one too.
The first one was so good.
It was.
Mm-mm-mm.
all right. And with that, I think we're going to call this one an episode.
All right, gang.
What? All right.
Time always flies so quickly when I come to hang out.
Lee, if anyone liked what you had to say and wants to find you anywhere else on the internet, is there anywhere they can do that?
I am at Grizz of the Wild on Twitter and YouTube.
And they're also one of our guild officers over on our Discord, so
That's correct. I am indeed.
Come say hi on Discord.
I'm Sailor Grizz on Discord.
So thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Casters Guild. Email us at castersguild@gmail.com. Let us know what you want us to talk about. And come join us on Discord. That's where all the fun stuff is happening. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
I love you, pretty lady. Bye-bye.